Hello everyone, Nundark here, and happy 4th of July for those of you in the United States. I say those of you in the United States because not everyone watching this video is from that. 17% of you, 17% are not from the United States. I didn't know that this channel has become a global channel. I obviously say that with some sarcasm, a lot of appreciation, but yeah, YouTube Studio Analytics are telling me that 17% of you are not from the United States. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how that happens. Probably the algorithm, probably, I don't know, when I upload weird hours, something. But however it got to everyone out there, thank you again for following along. Thank you again for being part of this journey. For the majority of you who are from the US of A, happy 4th of July. Today we're going to talk about the rumors about Team Rocket making a return. And I think it's going to happen in 2025. So the glory of Team Rocket is a trademark that was recently pulled from the Pokémon Company in Tokyo, Japan. They pull trademarks for the names of new sets. So they pulled trademarks. They've always been doing this. Basically, data miners can, and just people who are in the weeds on these types of things, can predict what sets are upcoming and what things the Pokemon Company are going to do. And then, it trickles, a year later in the States when it gets over to us. But basically, from seeing the trademarks and the names that are being trademarked by the Pokemon Company, you can start to get a feel for the names of upcoming sets, the names of upcoming eras or generations or video games or certain new Pokemons if you really want to get into the weeds of it that far. But when they say something like glory of Team Rocket, we know what Team Rocket is. We know what that's alluding to, and it has to be. The Pokemon world is ablaze for the hope that they're bringing back Team Rocket. So what is Team Rocket if you're only a part of the new modern Pokemon era? Because again, I was very vintage and now very modern. I missed those kind of the middle, the dark ages of Pokemon, but through the EX era, I was very much there. Team Rocket came out in 2000. It was a part of the base set era, not base set, but the base era of Pokemon. And Team Rocket came out in 2000 and had cards like the dark, it's the villains of Team Rocket are the villains of Pokemon. They were the villains of Ash and Misty and Brock, and they had Meowth as their sidekick instead of Pikachu. And all the things that made the Team Rocket sets great is that it introduced dark Pokemon. Dark Pokemon, even if you're someone like me who loves color and innocence, and like the Pikachu Paldea promo card is everything I love. I like the cute aesthetic, the vibrancy, the rainbowness of it. Dark Pokemon are incredible. Like Dark Dragonite, this is from Team Rocket Returns, but nonetheless, you get the picture. Adding dark, or the reciprocal of that, adding light, when you make a variant of a Pokemon and then you make it dark, and it's like the villain of that Pokemon, Dark Blastoise, Dark Charizard, Dark Squirtle, Dark Magneton. I mean, we can go through some right here, and I'm going to show some pictures on the screen throughout this video. But look at some of these. Again, this came out in 2000. This is as vintage as it gets. Finding these cards in Mint, if you have any of these cards in Mint, hold on to them, get them graded. The value is off the charts. I think Team Rocket's like a $4,000 to $5,000 set, master set, raw. But you have this. I have some of these in first edition too, you'll see. But this is a Dark Alakazam Hollow. I should probably take these out of the sleeves, but I'm not going to. Here is the hollow version of Dark Blastoise. And here is the first edition non-hollow version of Dark Blastoise. So I do have both of those. Dark Magneton, Dark Weezing. I mean, just incredible Pokemon. And then here we go. Rocket Sneak Attack, one of the holographic trainers, maybe the only holographic trainer from Team Rocket. Then you get into your Dark Alakazams, and then look at this. 3 of the evolutions, the first 3 evolutions, all in dark. Dark Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. I mean, bangers of cards, unanimously loved set. Just the Pokemon that they chose to put into Team Rocket, and then let alone make dark variants of them, incredible, home run, absolute smashing success. I'm very curious what they're going to do with the alleged return of Team Rocket. And then look at these. Some of the cutest, like this is a very animated version of Charmander. And then this Squirtle And these don't have dark in their names. They still are very much like in the depths of the sea. And, you know, this has a dark element to it. So it's a very like villainous, very, yeah, dark, like evil set, but it never got the hatred of what a villain would get. Like, and there's obviously the people who love the villains more than the heroes and Batman and Marvel and all that. Like, I get that. But typically people side with the heroes more than the villains. Everyone sided with Team Rocket from a trading card game standpoint. Maybe not in the shows, maybe not in the game, but these cards are off the charts. So that's Team Rocket. That was 2000. Then in 2004, the only other Team Rocket set ever released was Team Rocket Returns. And Team Rocket Returns was a part of the EX era. So it did have EX cards. And I think there were, I'll show them on the screen right now, but I think there were like 12. Kevin the girl cat very much agrees. Hey, yes. Do you like Team Rocket? I know. It's coming back, so get excited. Maybe there's a dark Kevin the girl cat. All right. The EX cards released in Team Rocket Returns included Mewtwo, Scyther, Scizor, and then the 3 legendary dogs, or I think 2 of the 3 legendary dogs, Suicune and Entei, and then it also had the legendary birds, Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. In dark format, EX card. That's like EX cards like this. So these are some of my framed cards. They're not in great shape, but the EX era had this extremely sparkly aesthetic and like defined the new age of holographic cards. And there are like a dozen EX cards in Team Rocket Returns. That's one reason why it's special. The real reason why Team Rocket's special, it started Gold Star cards. If you haven't heard about what Gold Stars are, look up Gold Star Pokemon cards. Look up all, I think, 25 plus or minus of them that are out there, starting at Team Rocket Returns and moving forward a couple years. Gold Star cards were the rarest and remain some of the rarest Pokemon cards to ever be pulled. If you have a mint condition Gold Star card, 4 figures minimum. Ungraded copies of Gold Star cards are this Torchic ungraded recently moved from $500 to $800, and the most recent sale on eBay, $899. Raw, ungraded, raw Torchic Gold Star. This is my prized possession, and it's only a 3.5. This is not in good condition, and it still is a 3.5, $500. And that's the Gold Star we're talking about. So the starters in the EX era were Trico, Mudkip, and Torchic, and they evolved into Blaziken and maybe Flygon. I know Blaziken for sure. But those were the starters of that era of Pokemon. And Team Rocket Returns all of a sudden dropped Gold Star cards. Like, you're guaranteed a certain amount of, you know, every so many packs you're going to pull a holo. Every so many packs you're going to pull a reverse holo. And every so many packs you're going to pull an EX, one of those shiny EX cards from Team Rocket Returns. Even rarer, it's like pulling an SIR in today's world times 10. It's literally like, maybe it's like pulling the chase card. So you open up a pack of Paldea Evolved, you want to pull that Magikarp. Or let's say you want to pull that Magikarp or the Iono. There's 15 other SIRs you can pull. You're going to pull maybe 1 SIR per box. That's like maybe pulling an EX card. You get to the Gold Stars, it's like actually pulling that Magikarp. And there was less of them printed back in the day, way less cards printed, way less packs, and nobody knew the value of cards, so they're playing with them at recess. They're bending them in the sandbox. They're not sleeving them. They're not top loading them. You have these rare of rare Gold Star cards, starting with Mudkip, Torchic, and Trico, and then you get into, there's Gold Star Pikachu, Gold Star Charizard, Gold Star Umbreon. That was in Celebrations, the anniversary set, special set, Pokemon Celebrations. There was a Gold Star Umbreon in there. I'm sure many of you guys noticed that. But there are Gold Star Rayquazas. Like the Gold Star collection, if you have a Gold Star Master set, you are a one percenter of one percenters in the Pokemon collecting scene. I have one of them, and it's my prized possession. So that's Team Rocket returns. And those are the only, that was in 2004. So since 2004, we have not seen a return of Team Rocket. And now we're getting trademarks in Tokyo from the Pokemon Company for the glory of Team Rocket. It might be 21 years since we've seen Team Rocket, and then we'll see it again. Are they going to do, here's some questions I have, and then I want to hear in the comments what questions you have. A, do you believe it's going to happen? But then B, after hearing my questions, what are some of your answers to them? Do you agree with them? What do you think they're going to do? What are things you're most curious about with this set? A, are they going to include modern era Pokemon in Team Rocket, in the glory of Team Rocket? Let's say it's a 25. Okay, so first question, when's it coming out? Is it later this year, around the holiday season? Is it early 2025? So is it in the Scarlet and Violet era, or is it going to help kick off the next era of Pokemon, post Scarlet and Violet? That'd be my first question. Second question is, when it drops, are they including Sprigatito, Quaxley, Fuecoco? Are they including even like mid-generation Pokemon? Or are they only doing Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon? Is it truly the glory of Team Rocket and a remake with new artwork and whatever new aesthetics of old Team Rocket Pokemon? Or is it a combination of new Pokemon and vintage Pokemon all put back into one Glory of Team Rocket set? So you have some of the new, you have some of the old. That's the way I think it's going to go, because you have to cater to the new audience if you're the Pokemon Company. You can't just pay homage to those old cards, but you have to pay homage to some degree, because you're doing Team Rocket a disservice if you're not including the original Team Rocket cards. And I think they also want to show some of these new kids and new players of the game what the old Team Rocket was, what some of those Gen 1, Gen 2 dark Pokemon consisted of. I think it's got to be a blend. And then do they stick with the current rarity format? Do they stick with SIR, IR, full arts, hyper rares? Do you have a dark Pokemon hyper rare? Like, I don't know what they're going to do with the rarity system. Are they going to go back to the old? That's up for debate. Is there going to be mega versions of Pokemon in Team Rocket that are also dark? Are they going to bring back Gold Stars? That's what everyone's asking. Are they bringing back Gold Stars? Here's my opinion on that. If you bring back Gold Stars, you are devaluing the vintage Gold Stars, in my opinion. They're so coveted, they were so overlooked, and now so heavily sought after. If you bring them back, people are just gonna chase those. I know it didn't exactly happen with the Gold Star Umbreon because that was a remake. I'm saying if they make a Gold Star Quaxley and it's sick, and it is only 1,000 printed in the world, and it's hard to pull, it's going to be a hot commodity. They're going to want to collect that. Maybe that gets people to want to collect the old ones too and like master the gold cards, maybe. But I think it just devalues what was already perfect. I hope they don't bring it back. I hope that people's love and appreciation or newfound knowledge of Team Rocket from the old gets heightened by this new set and it makes them want to get Gold Stars. I don't hope that they bring Gold Stars back, if that makes sense. I'm very curious though. I'm all ears on everyone's opinion. I think they're all valid. So I'm very curious to see what you think about Gold Stars coming back. But yeah, is it a blend of new versus old Pokemon? Is it Gold Stars coming back? Is it the actual Team Rocket duo, you know, the villains of Team Rocket? I'm drawing a blank on their name. This is my weakness in the Pokemon scene, is it's like the lore and the video games and the story of I think it was James. Was James the evil guy and Jessie the evil girl? Jessie and James were Team Rocket, I think. Them two and Meowth, that was Team Rocket. So are they coming back? Or are there gonna be a new like villain duo in the current shows and games that I'm very much not aware of? They could already exist, but is that going to be the new Team Rocket? Or I think Team Rocket is Jessie, James, and Meowth, so I think it has to be that. But again, these are all just my opinions, my loose speculation. I am just excited as a collector, as a collecting investor, as someone who has like 75% of master sets of those two sets, Team Rocket and Team Rocket Returns, a little bit less of Team Rocket Returns. But as someone who has a huge love for those sets and a large collection of them, many of which are first edition. I do need to work on the hollows, but those cards are going to go up in value if they re-release a new Team Rocket set, and I love that. And I love that these old sets, the Pokemon Company is not forgetting about them. So what's next after this? That's my final question is, are we ever going to get homage paid to any of the Neo series or any of the E series? Would they ever bring back an E series set just almost to throw you back to those 3 E series sets, Expedition, Aquapolis, and Skyridge? I don't know. Is there a modern legendary collection? Is there, I don't know. It's just, there's so many things that the Pokemon Company can always revert back to. And I'm excited that Team Rocket is kind of their first, other than, you could argue, 151. But yeah, when is this coming out? What's included in it? Are there gold stars? What is the hype going to be around this set? I'm personally going to stop spending on Pokemon as hard as I have been. Still going to enjoy new sets, still going to buy a box, but I'm not going to go crazy on them as long as these rumors stay alive and well, because I'm going to unload the collecting budget on this Glory of Team Rocket set if it happens. So I could talk about this forever. I'm going to keep the video at 16 minutes here. I did not show you my one other slab. This is a Team Rocket Returns. So my 2 slabs are Team Rocket Returns, the Torchic Gold Star and this Dark Dragonite. And this one's in a 7.5. A lot of big hitters in Team Rocket Returns. You have the Charizard and Blastoise and their evolution lines in Team Rocket. Very interesting that I've always wondered why Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur weren't in Team Rocket. Maybe in the game or the shows they never turned dark, or James and Jesse were never able to catch them. I imagine that has something to do with it, but I have no clue. Let me know that in the comments too. If you've stuck around this far, I have so many questions. But those are that. I have a lot of Team Rocket, obviously. And I just love that the evolutions are a part of it. And maybe they bring some of those back and have some specialty boxes in this new set that are products you're not going to want to open. You're going to want to stage, shelf, display. I can't wait. All right. Just because I forgot to show this in the video at my desk, this is where I sit with Team Rocket. I don't have many Team Rocket Returns cards bindered right now, and less of the hits. So really it's only worth seeing my Team Rocket, or my Team Rocket Returns is worse off. My Team Rocket, I have work to do on the hollows, and then it starts to get pretty full. These are the rares, the non-hollow rares, and there's a few hollows over here. These I showed on the screen. I do have a first edition Dark Alakazam and Dark Blastoise. So these are all kind of the dark Pokemons. If they're rare, they will have dark in their name. And then you start to get into the uncommons. Still have dark Pokemon there. First edition Dark Gloom. And then I have them all, most all of them. First editions, you kind of lose once you get past here. You kind of lose adding dark to their name. The only one I could find is Dark Raticate. So pretty much starting at Pokemon number 47, which is a Magikarp, a very cool Magikarp. They just are new artwork of awesome, awesome Pokemon, but they lose the dark in their name other than Dark Raticate. I do wonder if that's because Dark Raticate is a stage 1 Pokemon. It evolves from Rattata. All these other ones are basic Pokemon. So maybe it has to evolve to get dark in its name. There's Team Rocket Meowth, an iconic Psyduck. The non-hollow Rocket's Sneak Attack. I think that's the one that's a hollow. Yep. So yeah, this is the most fun page to look at because it's all filled out. This is the page that has some of the coolest cards, in my opinion, and the rarest. I have a lot of work to do here. And then this is the final page, and it starts some trainers and energies, and let's see here. So it is an 82 card set, so it's not big. So I do have, there is no 2 missing cards here. I have every card other than 1. And just I'll quickly show some of these trainers. 3 special energies. You have Rainbow Energy, Full Heal, and Potion Energy. And these were just iconic to any old collectors. But I'm missing one card, two cards, and this could be a rare. So I'm only missing one singular, common or uncommon, maybe a couple rares, and then I am missing a significant amount, probably a dozen of the hollow rares. So yeah, that's where I sit with it. All right, happy 4th, you guys. Yeah, appreciate the love, support, comments, love interacting in the comments. Hit that like, subscribe. More importantly than any of that, be a good person. Tell someone you love them. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.